Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here. I hope everybody is having a great day. I'm coming to actually do a wrestling talk. I know y'all haven't seen me talk about wrestling in a very good long time, and I haven't been on the YouTube in a very long time. I will talk about that at a later date, but let's get started. I want to come and talk about this SummerSlam controversy, and this is a women's wrestling talk. We're gonna be talking about a few of the women and stuff. So let's talk about SummerSlam first. Okay, I actually believe SummerSlam was a pretty good show, but I only give it a 7 out of 10. That's just me. I'm just giving it a 7 out of 10. It's just how I view it and everything, y'all, because I really believe WWE has a lot of work to do when it comes to that women's division. And I have said for so many years now, I don't know when WWE is planning on doing let me just say um the Queen of the Ring. Now I hope this Queen of the Ring is used to benefit the female wrestlers that are not getting the opportunities on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT and NXT UK. That's what I hope it is that it does, because like somebody like Charlotte Flair should not be in the tournament. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest right here, because if they can use that women's Queen of the Ring, use it for it to benefit somebody to boost their career, I will be happy, because that's what the um men's King of the Ring was used for. And so I hope they do that, but we never know with WWE. That's that. So let me talk. I wanted to come and talk about CF. So yeah, y'all know who, if I call initials, that means I prefer not to say their name. So CF, as y'all know, last night won the women's title belt. Really, she don't really need that title belt. Really and truly, she can still be featured, but she don't need a title belt. She don't need a title belt to validate her, because to me, she's already good. I actually believe she is good, but like I said for so many years, I've been saying all the time, I am sick and tired of seeing her in the title picture. I want to see somebody, let's see, somebody like Nia Jax in the title picture. Somebody like anybody else besides her. So we'll have to see where that's gonna go. The next thing is, let's talk about the biggest controversy from the other night at SummerSlam, and that is Becky Lynch return and burying Bianca. So let's talk about it. So we was very excited, because we were thinking we're getting this Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks, and I'm just like, okay, I'm into it. I've been keeping track on it on the iPad, and the thing I was very excited about it. We see here, I see Carmella out there. I'm going, okay, they did not give us, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. So you see Becky Lynch make her return. Okay, hoo ha, I'm happy about that. I'm happy that she made her return. The second thing I have to talk about, what was WWE thinking of having Becky Lynch bury Bianca and stuff? Because you could kind of say Bianca got buried the Kofi Kingston way when he had to face Brock Lesnar. And I'll talk about the men at a later date. But that's how I feel, because we don't know what was going on. What went okay. The one thing I need to know is what we got Becky Lynch. She's returning as a heel. right now, SmackDown has too many heels, and y'all like going, well, wait, ladies, what you talking about? We have Carmella, she's a heel. We got Vega, she's a heel. Tamina and Natty, they are a heel. Now Becky Lynch, that's five heel. She's a heel, and Sasha Banks, she's a heel. Those are six heels. We only got three good baby faces, and that's Liv Morgan, Sachi Blackheart, Tegan Knox, and thing, and Bianca. We got only four good heels. Four, six. We have six. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of four that are heels. Out of the 10 that I mentioned, only 6 of them are heels, and 4 that are baby faces. So we got too many heels in that women's division. To me, you can say, oh, hey, ladies, hold up. Now, everybody's not a heel that you mentioned that are heels. But if you think about it, they are heels. To get me to say, I'm not mentioning Bayley because Bayley's out on injury leave, so I can't mention her. She is a heel, but hey, that'll make it 8. That'll make it 7. But I mean, right now you got 6 good heels that I mentioned. So my thing is, are they going to try to make Becky a heel to align her with her husband Seth Rollins, or is that just a coincidence? Okay, so that's one thing. Okay, so now we know Naomi was just traded back to SmackDown. We don't know when we're going to see her finally appear on SmackDown, but I know for a fact they've been working on intros and theme songs right now because she's been posting a little bit about it on Facebook. Not Facebook, on Instagram and Twitter. My thing is she's coming back, or my thing is she's going to be aligned with the bloodline. That's number one. The reason I asked that is the following. When she was on, let's talk about when she was on. When she was on Raw, she was not treated right, and everybody can say what they want to say about Naomi. Naomi is one of the best female wrestlers, and you think about it, when you think about merch in the last few months, which merch has been made? Which merch has we seen more of, might have been more of sold? That might have been Sasha Banks, Bianca, and Naomi. Those might be the ones who made more money off their merch than any other female. I'm just saying. But then the other thing is I have to come and talk about is Dana Brooks. I'm sorry, y'all. I have always supported Dana Brooks on this channel for a long time. And the one thing I feel like is she's not given a fair chance to be successful. If you look at her, she's pretty good. And I just feel like she does have a Joni Lawler, aka China, quality. And why WWE's not banking on that quality that she has, that Joni Lawler quality with her on her? They ain't giving that a chance, and that's one. So I really believe if they give that a chance, and I really believe that, excuse me, y'all, I really believe if they gave Dana Brooks that chance, I really believe it. So you got to think, might not get drafted this September. That's coming up. The draft is coming up very soon. And my thing is the following. Okay, my thing is the following. She signed a new contract for Raw. Okay, she won't have to be drafted. A few people won't have to be drafted this year. Okay, my thing is, and I gotta say it, my thing is this. When it comes to Dana Brooks, I can actually see Dana Brooks, when whoever had that title, that Raw's title with Oscar, they could have did her better. We haven't even seen Oscar in months. Let's just put that. We have not seen her in months. So we gotta see where she is. But to get me to say, my thing is this. One, where is Oscar? That's one. Let me just put that up in there. But when it comes to Dana, I'm just saying, I could see, because they can really build a real good feud, and let me just say, they can build a pretty good feud with Charlotte versus Dana, Dana Brooks for that women's title. I want y'all to picture it. Dana was actually in the early of her career. She was supposed to be in Charlotte's flunky at one point. So she was supposed to be Charlotte's protege. So let's say Charlotte versus Dana. That's a good feud. We probably could see at a top pay-per-view. But will WWE ever do the initiative to give us that match? No, they won't. So like I'm saying, Dana probably is the goodest person to go up against, Charlotte for that title and maybe gain a championship. Like I'm saying, I want to see Dana win a title, and that's that. Okay, now I'm going to talk about Nia and Shayna at a later date, but let me talk about this. I had one of my subscribers DM'd me like a week ago, and I didn't want to talk about this here, but then I said, okay, I better talk. They asked me, how do I think, and listen to this, y'all, do I think that Alex Bliss can hold a women's title belt as what she is now? To me, I probably so, but you never know what WWE is wanting and think. So you never know with that. But let me put the question out there. Do y'all think Alex Bliss probably could hold a women's title belt as the persona she has now? Okay. Now to finally end this, I need to talk about the women's division, and and Vince McMahon. Okay, as y'all know, for the past years, Vince McMahon has a certain type of female he likes to push. Okay, let me put that out there. He likes a certain type of woman he likes to push. Now, do I believe, and let me just say it, do I believe WWE kind of goes a little too far of pushing the same people over and over and over and over again? Yes, I do. I actually really do. I really do believe that. Because I want to see Liv Morgan push. I want to see Dana Brooks push. We don't get to see these type of women push in that top contention. I don't know if that Vince McMahon won't give them the opportunity or what, but we're going to have to wait and see if we can get that, because I'm really going to say we deserve that. We deserve that. We deserve to see Liv Morgan in that top contention. So we're going to have to wait and see where it's going to go. All right, we're going to have to wait and see where it's going to go. All right. To get me to say this, to end it out, I have to say this, and I want to say this. Um, whew, when it comes to the women's division in general in the WWE, we're all, I'm going to always say we're going to get the same people in title belt contentions. It's just I don't think Vince has thought. I don't think they have thought that women's evolution through, because we've been waiting for women's evolution part two. We haven't. It's been a while since we. It's been a long time since we had a Mae Young Classic and stuff. But I'm hoping after Kova, we probably can get this stuff to see another the third Mae Young Classic and everything, because it's a lot of things that needs to happen for that women's division in the WWE. Now, one of the things we need to see and stuff, one of the things we have to see or we need to see, and I will say it, is the WWE Women's Division in general, from Raw to SmackDown, from Raw to SmackDown to NXT UK. We need to see more title belts. And then I was like thinking, well, they can bring the Divas title belt back. I go, no, the fans wouldn't be too happy with that. So then I said, well, they need to have a women's intercontinental title belt. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. They need to have a women's intercontinental title belt. And they need to have a women's U.S. title belt. And maybe a women's universal title belt. The reason I said they need these titles, because we got all these women that is still part of the WWE and building. I feel WWE needs to. I think WWE needs to put an initiative and put these titles in that women's division. We got all these women who are thirsty to hold champ titles, but you're not giving enough. And I think one of the things they need to do, they need to stop and evaluate right now, is adding more title belts to that women's division. And that's all I have time for, y'all. Until then, I'm Alicia. And the question of the day, do they need to add more titles to that women's division? If so, what titles do you want to see? Make sure you comment below, thumbs up this video, and subscribe to my channel.